attackers on multiple different routes to make them successful. Watch for her to continue to do that this evening. As for the Dallas Pulse, Mimi Collier is showing us exactly how and why she is the #1 draft, the rookie coming into Major League Volleyball and making waves. She has shown her elite IQ and is learning in the process as well, being able to maximize her range in system and out of system.
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Ren Athletics. You can see Mimi Collier right there as one of two really good outside hitters that the Pulse will bring to the front row offensively throughout this match. And for San Diego, they're trying to work that middle, as you said, with Maren Grote and Taylor Sandbothy. Tall order with Dallas looking to be as offensive as they have been throughout this season. Alicia Childress talked to us earlier about how important it is to try and slow down this dynamic offense, as you'll probably see some adjustments from this team throughout this matchup should it go certain ways. And for Dallas, Shannon Windsor, it was great talking with her earlier, saying that she hasn't had too many opportunities to come out to San Diego, and she has been really enjoying it out here. A coach that has a lot of national experience in Canada and Australia as a head coach, and she brings all of that experience here in the first year of the Dallas Pulse, and we are underway. Set going outside, and that is down for San Diego and Grace Loberg.
Grace Loberg has continued to elevate her game this season, specifically scoring out of system. That first play of the game, out of system, Loberg earning that first ball side out.
It's served there by Taylor Sandbothy. Slide, and it's a beauty. And Kaylee Cox is able to execute.
Cox does a great job right now playing opposite for Dallas.
Serve misses wide, so San Diego will go back up by 1 in this first set, just still getting started here. Mojo knows how tough and how tall the order is. Carson Bacon blocked and roofed.
Head coach Alicia Childress shared with us that if they want to knock this one off of #2 Dallas, they got to come quick out of the gates, and how they're going to do that here and solidify an early 2-point lead is the defense that we've been seeing.
They read that short slide well. Oh, good dig. Kaylee Cox down the line there for the Pulse, and it ends in another Maldonado Diaz kill, going soft that time.
Maldonado Diaz read that the defense of the Mojo were dug in on her because of her last 2 swings. Took advantage with the off-speed shot into that donut hole, I may say.
Serve misses long. Couple of missed serves there from Dallas.
It's always that ace to air ratio and that dance that you always continue to play, but Dallas needs to serve aggressive because the middles are active for the Mojo, especially when they're in system.
That misses wide. From the back row, Maldonado Diaz trying to attack.
Look for Dallas to find her again in the back row. Maldonado Diaz is lethal. Even more so, I would say, in the back row than the front row. That's a hot take.
Starting lineup for Dallas is presented by you.
Well, the one that's in the front row right now for Dallas is Mimi Collier.
Great look there by Collier, just continuing to be steady. She plays
Starting
like a
lineup
veteran.
for
Watch
Dallas.
for Collier to look at the defense and maybe to attack high hands.
Push down, and Tabron lets San Diego get to 8 first. This a 3-point.
And that's what Alicia Childress shared with us, head coach for the Mojo. If they want to knock off #2, they have to come out the gate fast.
Oh, flying in from the back row, that is just out wide for Maldonado Diaz.
Dallas will continue to try and find her running those different routes in the back row. Head coach Windsor for Dallas did mention to us that she likes her in the back row quite a bit.
Going right back to her. Opportunity here for the Mojo. Collier is dug up. She's got another shot at it, and she's able to convert.
Good hand on ball there by Collier, just guiding it up and over that block. Took advantage of seeing a high line and earned a point with it. Collier versus Grand Rapids, 18 kills.
Also an all-star. This is her first season in the MLB, as that's a block in roof. Collier got most of that.
Dallas needed that block, especially with the momentum that comes with it. Watch as Collier closes all the way out, and it's middle blocker being able to make that move. That's Horn grabbing nothing but ball.
Great dig, as Kaylee Cox is able to find the floor.
Cox finding a solution on that play. It doesn't always need to be a rip. What does the play give you? What does the set give you? And that's what Cox is doing right now on the right pin for Dallas.
8 serving 9 now, as the setter Natalia Valentin Anderson back there misses long. So San Diego Mojo will have that kind of service error difference right now. Maybe that's part of the reason why they have the lead.
Exactly, Matt. The Mojo are placing their serve more consistently, challenging in the seam of Dallas.
And those serves are pretty effective. They are not quite in system. They don't have to be if they have a triple block like that, do Dallas.
Caitlin Horde in the middle for Dallas. Great eye work from the middle blocker, waiting and reacting there. Cox helping out, grabbing that ball as well.
Good swing down the line. Loberg with another kill.
Solid swing from Loberg. I love a high line myself. Nothing feels better as an outside hitter, Matt, I have to say.
Horde straight down the middle. Able to convert.
Horde is feeling really good. She's rolling off of the victory over Grand Rapids with 5 kills and 4 blocks, pardon me, and continues to show her presence.
And she gets a dig. How about Horde, the middle blocker, having to stay in the back row right now as she is serving. That is called down, and Loberg will take the kill and side out for the Mojo.
How the Mojo will continue to earn these points is versatility in their range offensively, and we've seen that at the start of this ball game. We've seen them challenging the Dallas Pulse block. We've seen the off-speed shots, high line into the seam, the variety of offensive threats.
Krokovic back to serve there for San Diego. Gonna get back to 500. Oberg gets blocked back. They can recycle here. Cox now off the block and out.
What a set. Dallas Pulse continues to find medium pass first touch scenarios in system and then scoring.
Hotly contested first set right now between the Pulse and the Mojo. Over on to Monterey. Having to put some pressure on the Pulse defense. Now goes with the slide. And that works out very well for Marion Grote.
Monterey doing a great job of spreading her offense pin to pin, running Grote behind on that route that has to pull the block of Dallas. Grote finding that point.
And you can see how close to that baseline the ball was. It's dug up the back row attack attempt from Mimi Collier, and this time from the back row, Jovana Brejkovic with a kill.
When Brejkovic is able to be consistent as a lethal offensive threat in the back row, that elevates the offense of San Diego.
Free ball opportunity for the Mojo. Dump down. And that is out of bounds off of Dallas. Another Mojo point.
I just want to point out Venegas following that ball all the way out. That's something that I tell my club team. You make sure you ball that ball out of bounds just to make sure.
Yeah, and it was a good call there by Venegas. Of course, the experience from Char Venegas, just under 20 years a pro. You can call her a legend at this point. How about it? It is her night. It is her bobblehead night. Boy, I think you and I need to get one of these as well. This looks great.
How do we get one on the way out? Maybe we can find the box in the back here. Venegas with 282 digs this season, averaging 3.81. Venegas has 20 or more digs in 5 matches this season, an MLB All-Star, second player in MLB history to reach 1,000 career digs, and was a big reason of why Puerto Rico qualified for the Olympics in 2016.
And it was the first ever for that country. She was also the 2025 most inspirational player in the MLB. Now we resume play out of the timeout. Carson Bacon is blocked and roofed. Oh, Dallas might disagree here with the call that it touched the floor. Quick review here. So this, I would assume, would be a replay of the point should it be overturned. Yeah, they're challenging that that ball did not touch the floor.
Wasn't able to see from my perspective. Happened so fast. I mean, that was a stop block in my opinion.
The challenge is unsuccessful.
Yeah, you can see how pretty much half of the volleyball, maybe more than that, touched the floor. And
great look by the MLB replay.
5-point lead for the Mojo. We have seen some good defense, especially in the last point, thanks to the stuff block. And you're seeing how San Diego has been able to keep up in the ranks in all these defensive categories.
Exactly, first in digs per set, third in blocks per set, and third in opponent hitting efficiency because of those blocks and digs. And we're seeing that early on here in set number 1, exactly how they've established this lead. Talking with head coach Alicia Childress, she said, we take each team as a series. It's better than last time we played them, and we have to continue to grow and evolve as a team. And Mojo have done a really great job of doing that every single game this season.
Good job out of the timeout for Dallas to find Sofia Maldonado-Diaz.
Dallas has to continue that first ball side out percentage, meaning given that first ball opportunity, they put that ball away, go back to the service line.
4 kills for her, and how about a service ace? Maldonado-Diaz doing everything.
Getting a little lucky there with that let serve, but a point is a point.
That's right. That is service ace number 18 on the year. She is 4th in the league in that category coming into tonight. Good double block, a recycle opportunity here for the Mojo. One more time, block is solid from Dallas. Is that in? It is not. Grote missing wide.
I love that route by Grote though.
So, was it when Maya 31 was swimming? Yeah, gotcha.
I think we're getting a challenge here from San Diego. Alicia Childress.
San Diego is mid-rally challenging a net touch.
So they're challenging net violation here from Dallas.
I want to bring the attention back to Grote hustling in transition on that last play. That is so hard to do as a middle. Things are happening so fast. You don't get rewarded all the time for your hard work, working pin to pin. But that's exactly why Grote is on the floor right now as a leader, is that she is a worker horse and she's going to get up in transition. She's in the front row, the front row setter for a reason.
After review, the challenge is unsuccessful.
So point will stay with Dallas. And a good look there by the MLB replay system. And Maldonado Diaz will go back to serve once again. Collier off the block, through it, and finds another kill.
Solid defense leading to a transition play for Dallas. Kylie Murray in the libero jersey just does a great job of lifting the play, communicating, allowing her team to go and swing high.
3 kills for Collier, as that is another service error from Dallas. That is their 4th of this first set. San Diego has been consistent with their serve so far. That's a good one from Grote. A good dig in the back row. Leads to a Tabron kill down the line, fitting it in.
Mojo want to continue to take aggressive swings, whether it's in serve receive or transition. Childress wants them to take big rips and take chances.
From the back row, flying in, Maldonado Diaz.
And that's exactly why Coach Windsor said she's more deadly on the big in the front row, in her opinion. She gets on that ball, on setter ball contact. So she is elevated in the air when her setter is touching the ball. That is a fast tempo.
Caroline Muth is in to serve for Dallas now. This is her 15th match appearance on the season. And that goes into the net. Now 5 service errors.
All 3 attacking options in the front row for the Mojo here. Look for Brajkovic, that sharp angle swing.
Point rotation for many teams when the setter is back there serving. Collier says none of that. We'll take the side out.
She sure does. Collier being steady again with another first ball side out. With 2 up, she sees the double block, challenges it inside, and finds that point.
Amy Collier with 5 kills so far. That one's worked off the block. Scramble play, but it ends in a Sandbothi kill.
Solid look there by Sandbothi, running that gap set about 6 feet in front of the setter. It's pulling the blocker, which causes Sandbothi to have one-on-one, finding a point.
Good efficiency from Sandbothi so far, as she is able to tally her first kill on that, just her 2nd attack. Came in hitting well under 200. Scramble play from the Mojo. They have to send a free ball over. Opportunity for the Pulse. And down the middle from the back row, they're able to get the point.
Dallas is going to take advantage of ball handling errors against whoever. They're behind right now, coming into the red zone. You have to be crisp on your side. You cannot give Dallas anything.
Perfect pass, and it leads to an outside set. Grace Loberg.
Smart swing again by Loberg, high down the line. Middle back is shifting on her, and that is wide open there in Area 1, the back right corner of the court.
One hand set, has to be touched across. Sophia Maldonado Diaz into the antenna.
Disciplined, locked in block, forced that unforced error. Dallas saw that the block was there, wasn't able to find a way around it. Really good defense.
Has defense been that difference right now in the first set for San Diego?
I would say so. It's kept Dallas true. I mean, look at Dallas. They're #1 in the MLB in attack percentage, #1 in assists per set, and right now they're going up against the #1 defensive team in the MLB. So San Diego's doing their job. What needed to happen on the side of San Diego, what we were wondering is, okay, well, are they going to utilize that defense in transition? And they are. They're putting the ball away.
Right now, San Diego is out-hitting in terms of efficiency. They are out-hitting Dallas 276 to 258. And that slight difference has given them a 4-point advantage here in the red zone in the first set. Oh, what a big service ace that inches the Mojo closer.
Solid hand to ball by Sambothi there on the float serve. She's targeting Maldonado Diaz because she's passing in the front row. Want to take her out of that offense.
There's a perfect pass. Maldonado Diaz is blocked and roofed. Brejkovic and Grote combining.
The three-time Olympian saying, what more do you want? Here's Brejkovic. She can do it in her sleep, just diving into that seam.
Oh yeah, that was all Giovanna Brejkovic. As a late substitution, Isabel Martin in to try and help out passing and will be the front row outside hitter. But it was a back row set to Collier. Opportunity for the Mojo. Block and roof.
Good look there by Horde. Now 20 blocks on the season for her. Doing her job really well.
Set point for San Diego as Dallas will bring in a server, Jelly Sear. Her first year out of Arizona State. Right side, Brejkovic blocked back. Loberg keeps it in play. Block and roof. Defense has been the difference for San Diego as they take set number 1 up in this match, 1-0.
San Diego needed to come hot out the gate, and that's exactly what they did. Spreading early and establish more zones offensively. Mojo, they want to contain Dallas's outsides, have that sense of urgency from the start, and streaky point scoring.
All those keys basically hit for San Diego and not really hit for Dallas in that first set. As a back row setter violation called there on Dallas.
When the set is back row, they're not allowed to go up and joust or contact that ball above the tape.
Block and roof again for the Mojo.
Sambothi, that spark plug. Huge defensive presence, now 12 blocks on the season for Sambothi. Reading and reacting, diving in.
From the back row, Collier gets dug up initially. Maldonado Diaz will convert on the other end.
This is where Dallas really needs to solidify some rhythm here, establishing their middles. They're missing Lane Van Buskirk. They really need that spark plug who can maybe try and run off of 1 foot behind.
And Van Buskirk out for the season. Was an all-star. Just unfortunate. Dallas is having to figure things out there in that middle spot as Loberg able to two-hand that down.
Placement, not power. Loberg using all the tools in her toolbox.
Sambothi, that is in and an ace.
Zambothi's a gamer out of the Ohio State University.
Yes.
Matt, of course, led the Buckeyes in blocks all 4 seasons and can score points off that serve.
Dig back over the net, so another opportunity for the Pulse. They've got to cover it. They've got to recycle. They shoot it out to Maldonado Diaz. Loberg picked up Maldonado Diaz again. From the back row, Maya Tabron just finding a way.
Exactly, Matt. Just finding a way. San Diego staying calm in the chaos, lifting, controlling that ball on the first contact, and just finding a way to score. We're talking with head coach Childress, and she was saying, yes, and. Yes, and. There's a double block. Sure, yes, and. What are you going to do about it? You can do X, Y, and Z. You can do an off-speed shot. You can just get hand-on ball. You can swing high and hard. Yes, and. Things are going to be in your way, but how do you respond? And that's exactly what San Diego's doing here. They are responding at an elite level.
And Coach Childress is challenging her team to score instead of just keep it in play, right? Finding a way to earn points like they did right there from the back row in Tabron. And they've just been finding a way throughout this match so far, up 5-1 in the second set.
And that's a mindset. That is a trained mindset. And you can train it in practice all day long, but until you come in and you are at peace in that mindset, you don't know. But the Mojo, they know now.
There is Sofia Maldonado Diaz. She has been pretty much the only source of offense for Dallas tonight.
Dallas needs to continue to utilize that first ball side out when given the opportunity. Dallas still with their setter front row.
8 kills now for Maldonado Diaz, and that is double the next best on the team so far in this match. Marin Grote back in the middle for the Mojo, and she's able to convert.
Grote has had double-digit points in 8 matches this season for the Mojo. Monterrey does a great job of hanging the ball perfectly for Grote at 6'4" to just hang and bang.
3 kills on 8 swings for Grote as that serve goes wide from Brajkovic. Next serve now for Dallas, Caitlin Horde. Oh, new middle in the game right now for Dallas, and she pretty much helps close that block. Tristan Savage. It's a roof, though, for the Pulse in general.
Collier getting on her blocking assignment. Look as Collier is able to turn that left hand back into the court and pressing with her shoulders.
Oh, the backwards dump. And a beauty from Marley Montserrat.
Montserrat getting cheeky with it, showing us that beachy style. That's peripheral vision if I've ever seen it. She is aware of where the defense is at all times for Dallas.
Good dig. Loberg keeps it in play, gives a shot for Brajkovic. Maldonado Diaz has found the floor so much so far, but can't do so there. Good pick up there by Tabron, giving Loberg a shot from the back row. Mimi Collier finds a way down the line.
Another impactful hand-on ball there by Collier. Just trying to point score where she can.
Collier a little more quiet than usual. She's been averaging over 4 kills a set. That was just her 5th of the match so far. That one's put back down. Dallas getting a natural point.
And to your point, Matt, about Collier, the Wisconsin product, 20 or more kills in 8 matches for Collier. There she is on the block, taking care of that overpass.
A good pass because it leads to a perfect over on 2 for Montserrat.
Montserrat, 52 kills on the season as a setter, batting just over 400. That's better than some front row attackers. I mean, that's impressive.
Well, as I see it on MLB and their statistics, it is enough to have her at the top of that statistic in efficiency. She has attempted so many times over on 2, being so offensively minded and so effective so far this season. Tabron being effective there, finding a kill.
Tabor on a quick arm on the left side. When her feet leave the ground, her arm goes. That's how she beats the block.
Rote with a nice consistent serve. Rajkovic with the pickup. Opportunity here for the Pulse. Collier getting dug up right now. Collier again. That is out wide.
Defense is shifting on Collier here. We're seeing Tabron come way off on off-blocker defense. Maybe that's messing with Dallas here.
Somehow kept in play. A free ball opportunity for Dallas. And they'll find a way to get a kill there.
Dallas has to find a way to just chip away, earn their points, because San Diego right now is not going to give them any easy points. Dallas has to be able to earn here on the road.
Serve there from Collier. Collier tipping it from the back row and saw Monterrey trying to cheat up.
Placement, not power. That's all vision. Take a look here as Collier sees area 2 wide open, takes advantage.
Little break to wipe the floor as Mimi Collier awaits back to serve. An ABCA Outside Hitter of the Year, 4-time All-American across her great career at Oregon and Wisconsin. Mimi Collier, so highly touted, coming to Major League Volleyball. Back row is Rajkovic. He was blocked back, but a violation and a net violation at that called on Dallas.
Dallas not looking as crisp as we've seen them, specifically on the road. Away games, they're 9-1.
And Coach Shannon Windsor talked about how good they have been on the road. Talked about how good their preparation has been, how the staff has been able to support them so well, travel well.
And jokingly said, we sleep better on the road, apparently. But right now, San Diego's just getting their job done. They're putting the ball away at a higher efficiency, earning 2 more kills here in set number 2 alone.
Kaylee Cox with that last kill. Pulse trying to chip away. Rajkovic blocked and roofed. That'll help.
Rajkovic swinging on her way down against a double block. That's pretty difficult to point score. But I would expect Monterrey to try and get her going again here. Answer right back, establishing that confidence. Saying, hey, doesn't matter if you get blocked, I'll set you again.
Rajkovic starts on the left side in this rotation 1 and then switches all the way over to the right. Doesn't matter that time as it ends in a service ace.
Solid hand on ball there by Savage, who stands at 6'7", product of UCLA volleyball. That contact point is coming down at the serve receive.
She got starts down the stretch in her senior year, did Savage. Now having an important role in this match. Picking that ball up, but not enough. San Diego with the side out.
Tabron with a versatile offense again, throwing that ball high down the line, finding ways to score. What does the play give you? What does the set give you? Not just committing to one swing, but just playing at a high level, high volleyball IQ.
2-point lead for Mojo as Tabron will be back to serve. Averaging just under 3 kills a set so far this season, hitting 170. And she gets the dig, a perfect one. Giving it to Loberg and now Sambothi. Both trying to put it away, but it's Maldonado Diaz instead for Dallas.
Maldonado Diaz point scoring in out of system. This is a very difficult set to hit, and she just swings high and hard. Good things happen finding that seam.
No surprise, Sofia Maldonado Diaz has starred. Just got her 9th kill. Sambothi trying a couple of times to put that away. Instead, guess who? Sofia Maldonado Diaz.
And just like that, a tied ball game as Dallas creeps in here in set number 2, being able to find back-to-back kills from Maldonado Diaz. 18
kills in the last time she played the Mojo. That was in Dallas. 18 kills on 39 swings. She had 205 with an ace. As Dallas has an important serve here from Kaylee Cox. Good double block in the middle. Cox with the dig. In the back row, it's Mimi Collier.
Solid swing from Collier out of the back row, helping spread that offense of Dallas. Watch as Collier is able to get on this route. Nobody to be seen on that block on the left side, takes advantage.
Grace Loberg.
Going blow for blow. San Diego responding exactly how they should to side themselves right out. We're going to see punch for punch all evening here, Matt.
Loberg now with 5 kills on 15 swings. In the front row on that left side. So she's got 3 rotations across with Sambothi back to serve. That is in from Collier in the back row.
Collier's vision scored her that point. There was a double block taking away the right side of her court, and she went to the left. Making these decisions in real time, split second in the air.
Grote fits that one into the baseline, and we are tied at 15. Substitution now for San Diego. They bring in Morgan Lewis to serve.
We've seen Lewis come off the bench and be able to utilize that serve, bring service pressure, specifically right back defense.
Yeah, she's had a big role with Mojo, especially back in 2024. Dig there by Loberg just to keep it in play. She's gonna get the set. Back row, Maldonado Diaz cannot find the floor. Mojo scrambles to put it back over. Oh, cheeky play over on to Natalia Valentine Anderson.
Valentine Anderson having fun with it with a little dance move there.
Maldonado Diaz right now, a match lead with 10 kills. Mimi Collier right behind with 9. And this one, it's Mimi Collier getting her 10th.
Collier again deep into that seam. Look as she's able to see only one up, takes advantage of that deep seam swing.
Pretty much impossible to stop. And only hope to slow it down. Good dig. Lewis stays in the back row. Tabron locked back. It's off the antenna off of San Diego, so Dallas will take a big natural point.
With Tristan Savage in the front row, number 22 for Dallas right now, Monterrey has to think a little bit about where she's going to be setting that volleyball, because a 6'7" middle blocker on the other side who has 3 or more blocks in 3 matches, that grabs your attention.
Going outside, that was a good decision, Maya Tabron.
Tabron remaining steady in a point-to-point battle. Her setters now front row. Look for Sambothi for the Mojo to run behind on that lethal slide. Dallas has all 3 attackers in the front row.
Grote to serve. Out of system. Pulse have to tip it over. That was Collier. And now on the slide, Sambothi gets picked up. That's blocked back. Collier picked up. Bump set from the middle in Grote. Opportunity here for the Pulse. Collier dug up initially. That'll end in a kill.
How Collier is able to be so efficient is attacking high and deep. She isn't looking for a bounce kill. Watch as she challenges high and deep, keeping her hand on that ball just a half a second longer. If you're able to attack the perimeter of the court, your hitting percentage drastically increases.
One hand set just to keep it alive for Monterrey. Nega stepping in to be the secondary setter. Blocked back. That Dallas defense has stepped up here in the second set. Maldonado Diaz. Was there a touch? No, it's out of bounds.
Maldonado Diaz looking for high hands on that last attack. Look for her to challenge the Mojo again. She has Lewis standing in front of her, blocking right front. Lewis is a big block, dynamic blocker. Good vision.
Opportunity here for San Diego to tie it back up. Just about ready to reach that red zone in the second set. Collier in the back row now, and she's able to terminate.
Maldonado Diaz and Collier combined have 22 kills now on the ball game as a unit.
Only a few other teammates even have 1 kill.
San Diego has 23 kills as a team. Okay, so the 2 outsides for Dallas have 3 more kills, just the 2 of them. That's impressive.
Coming off of a service error, and that's part of the point scoring for San Diego throughout this match so far. Lewis stays into the front row, just had a swing there. Loberg picks up the tip. One hand set to the middle, Sambothi executes.
Monterrey doesn't need 2 hands to set her team into the red zone, just 1, and that's Sambothi getting up there on that quick attack in transition. What an impactful play.
All tied at 20. Block, is that in? It is.
Monster block from Grace Loberg, grabbing nothing but ball there, doing a great job of taking care of her zone. So that's from the antenna to about 6 feet across the tape there. And when an attacker comes into your zone, you better lock in with your eyes, do your job. She does a great job of locking in when that attacker comes into her zone. She tracks the ball all the way to the antenna. That apex drifted into the antenna, so that's why she went all the way out there, causing her to grab ball and that block.
How much would you credit preparation here for San Diego blocking wise to be able to have that blocking advantage in this match, because they came in 5th in the league in blocking, Dallas came in 2nd in blocking, but it's the Mojo that just have been better?
Well, it just doesn't happen because you want it to happen. You have to put in the work. And the Mojo are putting in the work. I mean, they're reaping the benefits of what they're seeing in the practice gym. I mean, Childress knows exactly what she's doing. She knows how to win. She said, hey, we got to get better at blocking. Now look what happened. They're blocking.
There is a middle blocking attack from Dallas, Caitlin Horde.
Solid swing from Horde. Horde only has 3 attack errors on the season with 64 total attempts. Horde is efficient and effective there for Dallas.
So we go back and forth here in the second set. Lewis, An entry into the middle of this second set, and Morgan Lewis is contributing.
Points off the bench are vital, and that's Lewis right now, knowing her role, what it is this match, and then executing, staying ready mentally, coming into the game and making an impact.
Collier just too strong from the back row.
What a rip by Collier. She does a great job of using all of her torque. So like an MLB pitcher throws, using that torque in his stomach. That's exactly how these attackers are swinging. Using that torque, leading with their hip, allowing their arm to be that whip.
Part of the reason why Collier and Maldonado Diaz are just one kill behind the entire Mojo offense.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's pretty good, I would say, yeah.
Good day at the office.
Speaking of, Maldonado Diaz with the serve. Oh, that is out of bounds.
San Diego has to lean into that disciplined defense here, try and swing high and hard in transition, set his front row, look for Grote going behind.
8th service error from Dallas. San Diego, though, gives it right back. Entry in for Dallas. Caroline Muth will come in to serve. She came in the first set. Looking to find some points late. Loberg off the block, easier pickup. Opportunity for the Pulse. Collier dug up by Venegas. Good block back, a recycle opportunity for San Diego. Loberg again. Over onto Montsere.
Talk about relentless defense. Venegas said, and what? After lifting that dig, unbelievable. Venegas here, sitting in that dig, in system perfectly, leading to Montsere point.
On Chara Venegas bobblehead night. It is set point for San Diego. Missed serve there.
Dallas has all 3 attackers in the front row. Look for Cox to be involved on the right side.
Good initial dig. Collier just able to get a roll shot over. Tabron. Oh, it finds the floor.
The Mojo wanted to take good aggressive swings. Well, they're taking great, impactful aggressive swings, and that's Tabron against a double block.
Set point again. Maren Grote. The great serve over and an ace.
Good things happen when you don't give up, and that is a part of the Mojo DNA. They do not give up. They are gritty. We've seen that in their defense. We were wondering if it's going to transition to their offense, and Matt, it absolutely is. The spread offense coming alive. Solid read there by Bacon in the middle, clamping down on that block.
Carson Bacon, yeah, back into the front row for Dallas as Shannon Windsor putting her starter back in as there is Tabron on the outside. Excuse me, Loberg.
Loberg is hitting against Payne, who is right front for Dallas. We haven't seen Payne on the floor, which means Loberg hasn't either, but that's not going to affect her.
Kelsey Payne, the 6'3" Oppo. The other adjustments for the Pulse in this third set, a set they absolutely need. Lewis is dug up. Payne, shorter approach there, didn't get much on it, and it's now Loberg. Good dig as Dallas Pulse's libero Kylie Moore has been solid. But how about Mering? Grote getting all of that one.
Grote, so crisp, so clean. A blocking machine. Look at that, diving into that angle. Grote had 6 total blocks in the last 2 matches coming into tonight.
Blocking has been such a story of this match, and it's from San Diego, as they have just made the proper adjustments coming into the match. The game plan so strong as Loberg has to recycle, get another shot at it, and converts.
Second chance opportunity, finding success for the Mojo. As you said, recycling, covering the ball, covering and controlling that coverage play, allowing your team to go and take another second chance.
An ace, Loberg doing it all.
Good flat serve down the line. By serving line to line, that shortens the distance and reaction time of the serve receive athlete.
How about Grace Loberg? Not just the 7 kills, not just the 8 digs, but now a service ace helping San Diego here. Early in this third set, they have just been able to maintain leads, however big or small. Been able to fight through that one bit of adversity in the second set where Dallas had control. That's been about it as Mimi Collier from the back row converts.
Good look there by Collier, and talking with Windsor earlier about her team and the offense we're seeing there. What a swing by Collier. She said, we're looking for consistency. There's no excuses on this roster, and when we're on the road and we're facing these challenges, no excuses. Game day looks the same every single time.
I think the one inconsistency that is surprising from Dallas tonight has been those service errors. Another one just happened as over on to so good Natalia Valentine Anderson.
Valentine Anderson, really good look there from her. That's 28 kills now on the season, batting .316 as a setter, peripheral vision. She's an offensive threat in the front row. Great heads-up play.
She hasn't had as many kills as the counterpart across the net, Marley Montserrat, but it's because she is leading the league in assists per set this season. Good swing for the back row, Morgan Lewis.
Having that back row D-ball attack, it really spreads the offense when the set is in the front row because you're still going pin to pin offensively. The zone of the left front attacker has to respect it.
Montserrat with the serve. Over on 2 goes Valentine Anderson again. Collier now. What a dig by Venegas. Tabron finds some open court.
Exactly, Matt. Tabron finds the open court. It can be a 60% San Diego out of system and take their middles out of the game. They've been able to get San Diego out of system a little bit, but San Diego's scoring out of system, and that's been the difference.
Alicia Childress was just so right on when she was talking to us earlier, saying that she has challenged her team to find a way to get those points instead of just keeping the ball in play. They've done exactly that. And point scoring once again from the right side, Morgan Lewis.
Solid hand on ball from Lewis there, going thumbs down into that seam. It's the set location that allows her to find that swing.
That's Ray with a little serving run. That's off the block and out as the new entry in this match for this set, Kelsey Payne finds a way.
A 7-year pro, Payne here off the bench gets it done. Swinging high and hard. Fastest way for a kill, tool high hands.
She was good last year with the Omaha Supernovas, averaging over 2 kills a set. As that one is worked through the block and down, San Diego able to respond.
San Diego solidifying a 4-point lead here in set number 3. They're going to have to continue to be consistent against this Dallas Pulse.
Wyatt Zabron. Shorter serve, effective nonetheless. It's a good dig. Little miscommunication on the attack. Miscommunication there and giving a free ball over from the Pulse, and now the Mojo. Hard off the block, Lewis takes it.
Monterey is finding the hot hand right now, and that's Lewis off of the bench. Points off the bench are crucial for any roster. Monterey, as I said, playing the hot hand. Lewis is scoring.
San Diego Mojo only have a couple of other sweeps this season. Coach Alicia Childress was quick to point that out to us earlier.
Yeah.
Says, we're proud of the last sweep that we just got against Columbus Fury, and we're looking for more this season. They have one in their hands right now against one of the top teams in the league.
But it ain't over till it's over, and we all know that. But Mojo are just taking care of it right now. We know they feel comfortable at home. Childress saying, hey, a sweep felt good. It could be good to get another one. And not to put the horse before the carriage before the horse here, but postseason plays around the corner, so upsetting a number 2 team would be huge.
And Coach Childress remarked at how important it is, and they do feel a little pressure to deliver here, especially at home. This is a great opportunity for them as Dallas finds a great opportunity in the middle. Caitlin Horde converting.
There's Horde up on this attack. She had 2 up, but that fast arm was able to beat that block.
Not a system play there from San Diego, so it allows Payne to get a full swing. Maldonado Diaz, it's kind of been a little quiet this third set. Gets blocked and roofed.
Zambothi led the Buckeyes all 4 seasons in blocks, and she's making her blocking appearance known here in the MLV. Zambothi doing her job, closing all the way to her pin blocker, and goes wide with her hand. She's not narrow, trying to dive and grab that ball. She's taking away space, and that's her job.
And with that block, Maldonado Diaz now out. Kaylee Cox is now in as a left side hitter. Remember, she was starting on the right today. Speaking of right sides, Morgan Lewis.
Lewis fast there down the line. Really good look there by Lewis. Watch as Monterey hangs it wide on that pin. Lewis does a great job of keeping a high elbow, reaching up for that ball.
Some tough serves from Zambothi. Big block, somehow kept alive. A free ball opportunity for the Mojo. Grote looking for high hands and doesn't get any.
The setter-hitter connection is so important for middle blockers and setters, and it's a special relationship that you'll have. You want to be nice to your setter to get set more, but it's a quick tempo set. There's 0 room for error, really.
In the back row, Collier dug up. Monterey kept alive. Cox has to two-hand it over. Opportunity for the Mojo. Tabron blocked and roofed. The triple block from the Pulse this time.
Good eyes there by Bacon in the middle. An Oregon volleyball product clamping in on this ball. Watches Horn, shuffles over into the zone where the ball was set. Grabs nothing but ball.
Bacon making her return to San Diego. She was on the roster the last couple of seasons as work in the middle. The Mojo again there with Grote.
Monterey running that gap set to Grote. It's about 6 feet in front of her, which pulls the blocker, opens up a seam in the block, finding a kill.
Morgan Lewis has done such a good job coming into the middle of this match. She put the serve over, but it ends in a Dallas Pulse side out.
talking with head coach Windsor for the Pulse before the game, she mentioned that Valentine is the best leader she's ever had on one of her teams. And if Valentine Anderson has anything to do with it, she is going to try and rally this Dallas team back.
Oh, she chooses to set the short slide to Carson Bacon, and it works out well.
Solid set location there from Valentine Anderson, hanging it on the pin. Has 40 or more assists in 16 matches this season. Trying to create opportunity time and time again for Dallas.
That, a much needed ace for Dallas and Payne.
Dallas is going to create momentum, and it's going to start from the service line. Earning aces, trying to get the Mojo out of system.
Good initial dig by Kelsey Payne, but the pursuit unable to get it back over. How about Marion Grodigan?
The Mojo wanted to stop the streaks of Dallas, and that side out did it. Dallas could have easily gone on a hot streak with Payne. San Diego buckled down, earned that first ball side out.
Cox able to find the floor somehow, and Dallas able to pull within 2.
Valentine Anderson is just having fun with it, side setting a tempo set to the pin. It's just unbelievable. She plays both sides of the ball so well. 17 double-doubles for the setter. 50 or more assists in 6 matches, Matt.
A 4-time setter of the year in the Puerto Rican League. And an all-star this season. Oh, she has to run this ball down instead. Her libero, Kylie Murr, takes it. Over on to Montserrat, has been able to find that open floor. Tonight has been Maya Tabron.
Tabron with 10 kills on the ball game thus far. We've seen her score out of system specifically, which has been a game changer for her team, as well as continuing to get up on that big attack. She's a threat in the back row. They're running her all over the place, and she's finding ways to score, taking big dog swings, hitting .222 with 5 digs, making her presence known. Childress saying that we're coming out and we're just trying to take rips on the ball. It doesn't matter where you're at on the floor. What does the set give you? What does the play give you? Tabron is looking at that, and she's point scoring.
Tabron only had 7 kills on 22 swings the last time she played the Pulse in a 4-set match. And here in 3 sets, not even done with it. She has done so much, especially on defense with the block there.
Right on cue. I think Tabron heard us talking about her. She said, I'm going to add a block onto that stat sheet. Here she is reaching over that net, grabbing nothing but ball.
From the back row, Cox had to be put back into the match in the middle of this set, is changing positions, being more of that outside hitter spot than she was the oppo to start the match. A little bit of an adjustment for her.
Listen, Dallas is trying to find a way right now. They're moving their athletes around into different positions, taking bench players, putting them on the floor, as trying to find those points off their bench, the spark plug that they need. And looking at the current standings here, Matt, Dallas sitting at 2nd.
This is such a big match for either side. Both coaches remarked on how important these matches are down the stretch, and you see how big a win could be for San Diego, and they're well on their way to that.
Dallas only one of 2 teams that have single-digit losses. 3rd place, Omaha, 11 to their name. Dallas just in front of them, under half of that.
Yeah, that's basically the stakes of this match, and the reason why you're kind of seeing a lot of just great volleyball throughout. Dallas, though, trying to get their star outside hitters going, and that
Collier remains consistent for her team, trying to be that spark plug as the rookie.
Caroline Muth back in to serve for the Pulse. First year in Major League Volleyball, 3-year pro. He's played in Switzerland the last 2 years. Puts over a good serve. Oh, a block and roof. The Pulse needed that one.
Collier tracking her attacker out in front of her. Great work there. She sees Zambothi wants to go on that slide attack. That was one of my favorite balls to block as a left front attacker, because it's like, I see you middle and I'm on you, I'm going to grab that ball.
Good identification, finding the back row attack from Morgan Lewis. Although they could not keep that ball in bounds, point San Diego.
I do want to touch on the last play. Even though Collier has 11 blocks in the last 4 matches, I would expect Monterey to find Lewis here on the right side and try and challenge that.
Well, Collier will just have to worry about the offensive side on this side out.
Well-oiled machine for a first ball side out. This is where the Pulse have to be able to push to get themselves back into set number 3.
Mojo looking to get into the red zone. Tabron. Collier roll shot. Is that over the net? It is not. Give it to Mimi Collier.
Off-speed shot into that donut. Collier saw that wide open because the defense was dug in. Sold it with a big double arm lift.
17 serving 19. And the setter, Natalia Valentin Anderson to serve. Zambothi in the middle with the big kill.
First ball controlled contact, leading to a middle kill. A tale as old as time. Zambothi getting up, wanting this ball. Controlled first ball contact, has a spread block on the other side, gives her a one-on-one, and with it a kill.
Third kill on that, her 14th swing. Just hard off that block, Mimi Collier.
Collier with 20 more kills in 8 matches this season as a rookie.
Now she goes back to serve. A good serve at that. Out of system of the Mojo. Opportunity here for the Pulse. Cox. Loberg, good dig. Kylie Murr. Venegas and Murr doing great work as the liberos on either side. Payne keeps it in play. Still a free ball opportunity for the Pulse. Venegas has to pick this up as the secondary setter. Pushed into the block and back down.
Talk about relentless defense. Athletes flying all over the floor. But the Pulse are now within 1, again in the red zone.
Applause from the crowd here in Viejas Arena. They know good volleyball when they see it. Loberg couldn't breach the net with that swing. And that puts us to a timeout at 20 apiece. Dallas has been able to fight their way back into this, and they're looking to force a 4th set. Look at how Dallas last lost in straight sets back in February to Indy. The Ignite were able to sweep them, but San Diego trying to be the first since that to get this sweep. It has since become a little harder now that we're tied.
And they'll find themselves in another red zone dogfight here. Race to 25. It was point for point in set 2. We're seeing point for point late here in set 3. That's a testament to the Pulse just trying to buckle down and push points at the service line, which they've been able to do to get themselves back in this game. But looking at the side right now, looking at the faces of the Mojos, they don't look phased.
Can probably give that to the veteran leadership of Natalia Valentin Anderson, mentioned earlier. Gets a good dig there. Oh, it's over on 2 and down and in for Caitlin Horde.
Heads up play there by Horde, just throwing that ball back across the tape. Sometimes you just got to get it off your side.
Hayden Kubik is now in to maybe shore up the passing here for San Diego and will be a hitter to replace Loberg. That ever tough serve from Mimi Collier. Good back and forth. We've just had some great rallies lately. Free ball opportunity for the Pulse. Payne picked up. What a pickup on the coverage, but it falls.
What a cover play there by Venegas. Venegas putting on her helmet, covering her team. Now a 2-point lead here for the Pulse.
Big service error there. San Diego has maintained that service advantage in that ace to error ratio throughout this match. Sambothi to serve.
Kubik on the left side is known for scoring points off the bench for San Diego. And an ace serve for Sambothi to tie the ball game.
Now a switch for Dallas because of this service ace.
Ice in her veins, Sambothi at the service line. Toss contact. So good.
Isabel Martin back in to shore up the passing here for Dallas. She gets the serve right to her. Given right back. Pulse with an opportunity to Payne. Free ball again for Dallas. In the middle it is Horde.
Good run there by Horde, utilizing the free ball for Dallas, getting up and being a go-to attacker. Even against a double block, Horde doing her job.
Carson Bacon back into the front row now as the middle blocker, as Horde rotated back out, and she is replaced by a server in Jelly Sear. Back into the match. Big serves here. Middle attack, and it works out well for San Diego.
The connection between Matsure and Grote is so impressive. They trust each other on these big time plays. Grote had 2 up, was able to go thumbs down, earning that point.
Kaylee Cox back in the front row. Big block, somehow kept alive. Oh, it was called out, kept in play. What a dig by Morgan Lewis, but that attack goes into the net. It is set point for Dallas.
Out of system play coming from behind her shoulder. Hard swing there for Kubik. Looked like she tried to challenge the block, swung just a bit too low.
So a timeout by Coach Alicia Childress and San Diego. They find themselves down by 1. As, remember, we went to extra play in that second set, looking like we could get to that once again. It is a due set nonetheless. Remember, this is the first time that this young Dallas team has come to San Diego. The other 2 times that they've played were in Dallas, and it has been pretty well fought, hard fought. Dallas, though, has had the advantage both times.
Coach Childress with San Diego said we look at our opponents as a series, and we're getting better every single time we play them in the series.
Set point. Mimi Collier and the Pulse looking to extend this match. Loberg is picked up. And we go to a fourth set.
Dallas Pulse coming back, earning this set in the red zone. They were down the majority of set number 3. Utilized all offensive techniques they had up their sleeve, substitutions, and able to push back against San Diego.
Mimi Collier and Dallas. Valentine Anderson getting her 18th double-double on the season. Monterey not too far behind. Just needs a couple more digs. As we are underway in the fourth set. Matt Brown, Victoria Dennis back here with you in this fun Mojo Pulse matchup. Outside it goes, Collier gets dug up, Venegas. Payne with the good up. Collier again, out of bounds long.
Good eye there by Tabron, following that ball all the way out. Lewis here right front for the Mojo, putting that pressure on Collier.
Roll shot from Collier here. Lewis having to put it into the block, a recycle opportunity for San Diego. Roll shot works there for Grace Loberg.
Loberg finding solutions with what the play gives her. It's an out-of-system play. She has 2 perimeter defenders around the sidelines, opening up that middle part of the court.
Good dig by Tabron. The back row, Cox. What a coverage there by Kylie Murr, the libero for Dallas. Good rally. Collier trying to end it. Venegas says no. How about that cross-court set in the middle of this rally? Collier with another attack. Monterey, where does she go? She goes middle. What a dig there by Cox to keep it alive. Sambothi pops it up. Lewis. Longest rally of the night. What a pickup by Murr initially, but it's down for Lobo and the Mojo.
My heart rate is elevated, and it's not even my cardio that's happening out on the floor. These athletes are so elite because of this elongated rally, explosive sprint movements. They're still able to just control the ball on these contacts when they're out of breath, when they're off balance, creating plays, making it look easy when they're well out of breath. Talk about staying patient on your side for San Diego.
10th kill of the match for Grace Loberg. Double-double with 12 digs. Right side, back row, Payne misses.
A disciplined block by Loberg, forcing that unforced error from Payne. Payne tried to challenge down the line, going just a bit wide. Quick start here for the Mojo.
4-point early lead in the fourth set. But as we saw a set ago, Dallas unfazed, went down by a medium margin, you could say. They fought back pretty well as San Diego looks to put this one away, maintain this mini win streak they have going on. They won their last 2. This would make it 3, but this would make it a big third win, not just a big win against a great team in the Dallas Pulse, but also gets them back to 500.
Exactly, and with postseason around the corner, that's creeping in here soon enough. But of course, you want to take it one game at a time. And the Mojo are leaning on one of their keys to the game, which is sense of urgency from the start. And we're seeing that sense of urgency from the start of set number 4.
Speaking of postseason, no one has qualified yet, but Dallas is knocking on the door. So they know they want to get as many wins as possible right now so they can pretty much ease up a little bit and they know that they're in.
And they'll be in their home arena.
Yeah.
If they lock in.
Well, lock in they do, at least from the service line there, a couple of points.
And you can see the Pulse now communicating to each other, trying to establish that energy. Even if it's fake at first, you have to fake it till you make it, until the tides turn.
Couple of nice serves from Carson Bacon. And Bothy just said, give it to me. How about Caitlin Horde? They gave it to her for the kill.
Horde is working really hard in transition right now. It's hard to get up on fast plays as a middle blocker. You're moving laterally to block pin to pin. And then to get off the net and up to swing, very impressive.
Right back to Sambothy. Oh, a full swing from the setter, Valentine Anderson. Lewis through that double block. What a save by Cox. Roll shot this time. Who else but give it to the outside and Mimi Collier.
Dallas is trying to out-defend San Diego right now. They needed to up their defense against a San Diego team that's been putting the ball away at a high clip, and that's what they've been able to do to earn these last couple of points and make it a tie ball game.
Yeah, how about Kaylee Cox back there in middle back? She wasn't there at the start of the match. Remember, she was the opposite. She would be right back right now if she stayed there, but this time watches the ball fall into that donut, as you would call it there, Victoria.
Might have to get a donut after this game.
Ooh, that sounds great. A couple of great options here in San Diego. That goes long. A service error there from San Diego, as we are all tied up at 5 in this fourth set.
It's going to go point for point here in the fourth set. It's the service pressure at the line, trying to get each other out of system and scheming on defense.
That's down. Maren Grote has been efficient today.
Grote tried and true there in the middle, hitting .314 on the season for a reason. Double-digit points in 8 matches for Grote.
She's able to get there again, hitting well over 300, over 350 in fact. Opportunity here for the Pulse. That is through and down. Kelsey Payne working it.
Talk about that dig from libero Kylie Murr for Dallas Pole. Murr is a silent killer back there playing defense. I mean, Coach Windsor said she's probably one of the top liberos in the MLB. 213 digs for Murr.
Over on 2 goes Monterrey. Murr was all over it. Roll. Tallying a sweep on this Dallas team. But the Pulse, too strong. The block has really come into play for them. Now entry into the game for San Diego. Allison Jacobs becomes the front row outside hitter.
Here's the block for you. Dallas, well-formed, disciplined block.
Here is Jacobs right away, contributing with a roll shot kill.
And with a bright smile on her face, Jacobs points off the bench. She's one of those impactful players, no matter where she is, on the floor, on the bench, in the practice gym, outside of the gym, just a light of a human, and that bleeds into her teammates.
10th kill on 19 swings against, or 9 kills on 18 swings against the Pulse. Last time she was able to get the start, so now this time coming in as a role player. This is her 10th match appearance this season, and she will now be in the back row.
Lewis has to be ready and serve receive. Dallas is probably going to serve her.
Good chase down right in front of us. Keeps it alive. Opportunity for the Pulse still. How is that alive? Picked up by Venegas. Opportunity here for the Mojo. And it's down. Unreal.
Major League Volleyball, are you not entertained? Unbelievable. Into the splash zone here on the sideline. Talk about playing some football and volleyball and soccer. Combining it all around athletes. San Diego Mojo, heart and attitude, you can't coach that. You either got it or you don't. San Diego does.
Could be one of those momentum points that shifts the tide in this fourth set. Recycle here for the Pulse, and it's a good one as Kaylee Cox converts.
Cox feels comfortable there on the left side. She's originally an outside hitter and had found herself on the right side, but Cox feels well at home out of Western Kentucky.
Tabron pushing it across, picked up. Tabron again, blocked back, one hand save, Venegas all over the court. It is a net violation on Dallas.
So many block touches, so many defensive plays on both sides of the net. I would say look for San Diego to maybe slow down those first ball contacts, try and lift them on their side, continue to swing high and hard at that block of Dallas.
Pick up by Venegas. She's got a bobblehead night for good reason.
Venegas to the rescue. Here she is, laying out with one hand. The heartbeat of the Mojo, leading to this kill in transition.
There is another 20 dig night for Shara Venegas. Product out of Puerto Rico. And San Diego is happy to have her, that's for sure. Right side, back row, look who's back into the matchup. Sofia Maldonado Diaz. Mimi Collier gets dug up by Venegas. Kaylee Cox finds a way.
Maldonado Diaz and Collier both in the back row, and we see Valentine Anderson back-to-back sets to both of those attackers. She knows where she is most likely going to score a point, so you cannot take them out of any single play, especially when they're in the back row. They are a go-to offensive threat.
That is down and in. Morgan Lewis getting back on the board.
Lewis loves that thumbs down swing down the line. Creeping back in here, watch as Lewis gets on this play. Monterey hanging it on the pin.
The slide for Bacon, picked up by Monterey. Jacobs. Good shoot set to the outside, and Mimi Collier converts.
I would like to see the block of San Diego take away angle and hard cross funnel, everything down the line. Can see Lewis is a little bit wide there, takes advantage of those high hands off that block.
Carson Bacon had a couple of good serves to start this set. Oh, look at the firepower from Allison Jacobs.
Are you kidding me, Jacobs? What a swing! Look at Jacobs with authority into that seam. Talk about points off the bench and a presence on the court.
All-American honorable mention at Michigan. So played at UCLA. That is down. 2 hands used by Sofia Maldonado Diaz.
We usually see that 2-hand tip in the men's game. We haven't seen it too much on the women's game, but it's definitely making its way over just in time for it to be illegal next year.
Yeah, we have all seen those discussions online. I know you at home have your own opinions on that, but we'll just keep it there for now. 2-point lead for Dallas as their setter, Valentina Anderson, back to serve. Jacobs firing away again.
And with a smile, of course, Jacobs, cannon of an arm over there on the left side. Sets front row here for San Diego. Sets back row for Dallas.
Lewis sails that serve out.
Maldonado Diaz, a couple plays ago, we saw her earn that point. First point in 2 sets. So can she get going here in the front row?
A little bit of a different look for her, though, as she is the right side hitter now. Touch there, and a back row attack is a beauty for San Diego.
That's Tabor on bread and butter. The back row attack, flying into that ball, contacting it much like a front row attack. You can broad jump over that 10-foot line, just can't step on or over.
Now she rotates into the front row. That means Allison Jacobs, who has done a good job, especially in her 3 rotations across the front row, will now go back to serve. Late entry into this match, trying to help San Diego close things out. Those service errors for that point in that rotation. They haven't been doing that since Maldonado Diaz re-entered the match, but we'll see how that progresses. Especially when they have the serve, they have the ability to switch to anywhere on the court, basically, whether they're in the front row. Oh, that is down basically through the Mojo defense for Kaylee Cox.
Cox out of Western Kentucky, the All-Region All-American honorable mention. Coach Windsor said Western Kentucky does a great job of making volleyball athletes. She can put Cox in anywhere on the court, and she has extreme volleyball IQ and can step into any role.
Service error there. That is service error number 11 in the match for Dallas. 9 for San Diego. Cox goes cross court.
Good look there by Cox. Has 4 double-doubles on the season, has earned a double-double the last 3 of 4 matches, continuing to swing lights out.
Has a double-double in this one as well. And she initially tried to pick that up, but it was too good, and a side out for the Mojo.
Mojo keeping it within 1 point here. Monterey setting in the back row. She has Lewis right front, who likes to go thumbs down the line. Jacobs has just been a cannon on the left side. Not to mention Zambothi running different routes in the middle.
It's a good call out with Jacobs just rotating back into the front row. Since her teammate and other outside hitter Tabron is serving, that is out of bounds, no touch.
Maldonado Diaz trying to get up on that back row attack. She's felt so comfortable with it all season long, has that experience with the national team in Mexico.
We're all tied at 18 apiece. Venegas, good up. And Jacobs terminates again.
Not only is Venegas digging the ball, she's digging to location, and she's lifting it high middle, which is in system for Monterey to run her offense, which is leading to these points in transition for the Mojo.
Shara Venegas that is basically what everyone in the stands has, by the way, in bobblehead form.
You're right.
Laying out for a dig.
Exactly. That's a great call out. Venegas solidified in history in bobblehead form, fully laying out, and it might have been with her right arm forward too.
We have seen that so much throughout her great career, as Venegas has come up big for San Diego tonight. There it is.
There it is. She's laying out with two hands on defense because she's a professional.
That's right. So good to have that given out to those in attendance tonight in Viejas Arena. Oh, here we go.
Play again, laying out with two hands. Frozen in time in bobblehead form.
Back to play. It is a free ball opportunity for the Mojo. Jacobs.
That is a heavy swing from Jacobs. I mean, seeing on TV just doesn't do it for you. You got to be courtside at an MLB match to just notice how heavy and hard these swings are.
Hard to imagine. This is the only set she's played in this match. Taylor Sambothi has played all 4 sets and is looking to put it away.
Great look there by Sambothi, doing her job, solidifying this lead here for the Mojo.
They're in the red zone. Maya Tabron has had some good runs throughout this match. That's high hands, and that's a great shot from Mimi Collier.
Collier attacking high and hard at that big block of the Mojo. That's the right swing from her.
Some substitutions in now for Dallas, as Caitlin Horde has to come back in since they had Caroline Muth play the entire back row for her. And now Jelly Sear back in to serve. From the back row, blocked, back, and a big roof for Pulse.
Talk about vision from the defense of the Pulse. The Mojo running different routes in the back row, pushing Tabron into the left side of their blocking zone. Collier reading that and reacting, stepping into the zone and grabbing that ball.
Mimi Collier coming into today, top 10 in the league in blocks this year. Showcased it there. Lewis finds a way through that block this time.
Lewis well into the seam of that block of the Pulse. Take a look at Lewis getting on this ball yet again. Great set location. Taking advantage, swinging high, hard, and through.
Sambothi with a good serve. Better attack as Mimi Collier is just relied upon again and again here.
Punch for punch, first ball side out percentage has gone drastically up there for the Pulse with Collier in the front row.
How about another match? Ho-hum, another 20 kill match for Mimi Collier this season as that goes into the net on that serve.
Jacobs is the OH1 here. She's front row with Monterey. Played at Michigan and UCLA, ranked 4th in the Big Ten in kills just last year.
Monterey just reached the front row since it's Lewis serving. Good pick up initially, but it went right to Maldonado Diaz, who put it back down.
All the effort out here on the floor, but it's Maldonado Diaz that'll walk away with that point, laying out Tabron from middle back defense well in front of the 10-foot line. You usually don't see a middle back defender run all the way up for that, but talk about reaction time.
Sofia Maldonado Diaz with her 12th kill, and it is match point now.
2 missed serves in the red zone for Dallas, giving match point to San Diego.
And to try and close things out after Allison Jacobs did such a great job filling in this fourth set. Grace Loberg is back in to serve. Venegas unable to get that dig. How about another big swing there from Kaylee Cox?
What a rip by Cox going up on that ball for Dallas. He's done a great job on both pins this evening.
With the middle serving in Caitlin Horde, Carson Bacon's back into the front row. Still match point, Mojo. Opportunity to tie it for the Pulse. Tabron, that is out of bounds. Gonna stop play here for the moment because Lewis is still down. There was a collision there in the middle of that rally. Tough to see here, especially now at 24-24. Let's take a look.
Looks like maybe she got the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah.
She's looking at her right knee right now. Just catching her breath here, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like she got the wind knocked out of her, so just gathering her breath at the moment.
And that's how hard both of these teams have been playing tonight. And we're going into extra play again here in the fourth set. Dallas is trying to push it to a fifth set. How big has Morgan Lewis been coming into the middle of this match and contributing?
I mean, she's been lights out. Talk about points off the bench. Lewis stepping into a crucial role. 8 kills, 0 attack errors, hitting .320 with 10 digs.
Huge improvement from Friday. I know this is a different situation, but only 2 kills on 6 attacks on Friday and a block. This match has been really coming out party here for Morgan Lewis in this big of a situation.
Every day's a new day, and that takes mature mentality to just say, hey, next point, next game. That's exactly what Lewis has done. She's put her team first.
Shannon Windsor and Alicia Childress looking on in this 24-24 fourth set. And San Diego gets another match point opportunity thanks to Tabron.
Tabron just flying into that ball, wings fully extended to go out and take a monster rip.
Grote to serve, match point. Kaylee Cox connects.
Cox swinging there at left back, knowing that there is a middle blocker there playing left back defense, and you'll see teams try and pick on that middle blocker back there. Set still front row here for the Mojo as well as the Pulse.
Tabron. Oh, big pickup by Maldonado. Diaz playing right back now. And a big connection for Kaylee Cox again.
Cox has really showed up here on the left side for Dallas, taking rip after rip, making her name known at Western Kentucky, the 2-year pro. Really, really impressive what she's been able to do to come into the game. And talking with head coach Windsor about Cox, she said that she's super underrated. She can play any position in the gym. She literally can either plug in as a setter or a middle or a libero or an outside, what we're seeing right now. She came out of the NCAA not super specialized, which is really impressive, and that Western Kentucky is doing a great job of producing full all-around volleyball players.
Set point for Dallas. Alicia Childress knows how big this is to try and put it away in 4, because anything can happen in a 5th and final. Sofia Maldonado Diaz back to serve once again for the Pulse. Big serve here as Monterey awaits a front row setter. Tabron misses down the line. Let's go Cinco in Viejas Arena.
Dallas plugging